Now we will see another example. Design a DFA for the language L is equal to a power m b power n, where m comma n greater than or equals to 0. So if you observe here, a power m b power n. So m comma n greater than or equals to 0, which means that m and n should be greater than 0, which means that m and n should be considered as a 1, no? So a power m b power n, a power 2 b power 2, and it is not compulsory that m and n should be same, no? So here m is 1 I am considering, n is 2 I am considering, m is 2 I am considering, n is 1 I am considering, and so on. Any cases you can consider. Okay. So here minimum case is this one. Okay. N, why? Because m and n is greater than 0. So a power 1 means a should be 1 time, b power 1 means b should be 1 time, a power 2 means a can be written twice, bb, a, bb, a, b, and so on. Now you need to design a finite automata. To design a DFA, first you need to check minimum acceptable string. So minimum acceptable string is AB. So I am going to be considering initial state Q0. Q0 on input symbol A appears means I will go to the state Q1, and next input symbol is B. If B reaches means I can go to the final state. This is the minimum acceptable string. So minimum acceptable strings always should reach to the final stage. Now you need to check in the DFA each and every state. For every state you need to mention the set of input symbols. And if you observe the set of input symbols here, always your input string starts with A only in any case. Okay, always your input symbol starts with A only. If BA or BAB appears means it should not be acceptable by DFA. Okay, if BA or BAB appears means it should not acceptable by DFA. Why? Because input string always starts with A. So here I mentioned that input is always starts with A. So if the input symbol B appears, I am going to the final dead state. Okay, if input symbol starts with B, I can go to the dead state, and second input symbol must, and second input symbol is B. After that it can read any number of A's, no? Second input symbol can be A. Okay, if any number of A's appears, I can go to the self loop. B means it should be acceptable. Okay, why? Because A can be taken twice and B can be taken once also. Okay, m is 2, n is 1. So B should be acceptable. B is acceptable. So any number of A's comes means acceptable only. Okay, next, after that, after reading any number of A's, 1B appears okay, or any number of B's appears also acceptable only. Okay, so B's can be any number. For example, A is 2 and B is 3 means A, B. After reading 1A or 2A, any number of B's appears means it should be acceptable. So self loop you need to write. After that, again after reading the B, there is no input symbol A. So in case A appears, I can go to the dead state. Again, for each and every state, it should mention the set of input symbols A comma B. So this is nothing but a designing of a DFA for the language L is equal to A power M, B power N.